Yep, turn 5. Okay, it's dots are all over the place. Yeah, he's got a lot of cavalry. They seem to have disappeared a little bit over here. Looks like we've had the snot pounded us over here. Not surprising. Let's have a look at the bad news. Okay, he's pulling in some big stuff here. Okay, let's see. Is that all in the log? Yeah, it actually is all. I think it all is in the log. Okay, but just in case, I think I will actually enable. And well, we shall watch that again. It actually all is in the log. Well, that's good. So, let's check suppression of formation leaders and move on. I think quite a few of them will have some suppression. Well, at least one that I've seen. Surprisingly, the scouts are still alive there. There's an awful lot of cavalry on that side. I managed to just keep out of range that my MG didn't actually do anything. That was kind of annoying. That's what happens when you're against an experienced opponent. He sees through everything I do. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing I can do that really escapes his attention. I've only surprised him one time, exactly, because he actually told me, "You surprised me." Because that means I may have surprised him some other times and he just didn't let me know. But that was actually a fun battle, so I don't know. I guess trying to keeping off balance is probably my only chance of actually getting fun battles out of it. But anyway, those guys in the north have seen somebody. There's a red dot I see. It's just in front of them, but we'll look at that in a moment. Suppression 20. Ow. Okay, he's not too bad off. Well, we're gonna have to let's see. Do we try and rally him now? Yes, we do. How many casualties did he take? Okay, sergeants did really well, but still not enough. He's still pinned. And we'll try rally him again. Took 2 casualties. Ouch. What the hell is this? Rifle. While I pause in the proceedings. Wait. Yeah, they have a light machine gun. And a bunch of rifles. Almost the same as mine, although the German MG34 is better, I think, probably. But no, it doesn't matter. He still took casualties. I don't know if I caused any. No, I did not. Yeah, well, they moved 2 hexes, and that is the problem. Now, I think he probably would have been worse off if he wasn't on the slope. But anyway, moving on. No suppression, and he's okay. Okay, suppression 9. He is no casualties. Let's just check the rest of the platoon first before we decide to rally him. Okay, we shall rally him now. Or at least try to. Okay, Sergeant does the job for now. We probably won't need to rally him again. So suppression 4. Moving on. Gonna have a lot to look at after this. There's a lot of new enemies in sight. You can actually see somebody from there. That's interesting. I need to bring those mortars into play. I don't know if they have range from this side though. That is the problem. The battle never starts where you think it's gonna start. Well, what can you do? One of the problems I face is with the Germans at 1,000 points I get very, very few units, and I have not found a way to work that 1,000 points into something that I can use at my ability level. It's quite frustrating actually. But that's how it is. I mean, when you have a historically balanced pricing system, the way the enhanced mod is, then you can't avoid that. The Germans will always be outnumbered, no matter what you do. Even at 5,000 points, they will be outnumbered because the enemy, no matter who they are, will have more units than you. The only saving grace you've got is that yes, they have better toys to play with, and they're probably more experienced. But you know, when you're not a very good player like I am, then doesn't really help. But that's how it is. Okay. Wow. Okay. He just took mortars to the face. He's only got suppression 2. But he took casualties though, so yeah, this is painful. Okay. Suppression 8. Suppression 20. Okay, we'll try rallying. Wait, let's check the last one. Yeah, we'll try rallying the 20 now. And we'll try the other ones after. Because they're all pinned, so they won't be able to move, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, he can. Yeah, the thing is, the one who's got the most suppression does not have an LMG anymore, it malfunctioned, so he is, that's probably why he took a much bigger kick to the head there. They all took casualties, I think. No, he did not. Took 1. 1? How? Oh, no, that's not, he didn't take a it's because the LMG was destroyed, or malfunctioned. Does that count as a casualty? I never thought that, because you can't have more than 10 men in them, so he didn't lose a guy, I don't know. He did not take any. But anyway, we'll assume it was a soldier. But he had 11 men before. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Oh no, they can be 12 in that squad. That's yeah, okay. Yeah, I think there's up to 12 in there. So that, yeah, he's probably lost one. It were at 11. I have to look at the highlight, see if I can figure out what the number was before, because I honestly don't remember. So let's try rallying him before I forget. And the sergeant does it again. Sergeants are doing really well. Hang in there, guys. We have to last another 16, 11 turns. Yay. This side is not gonna. I don't know. Are they pulling back? That would be really good news, but somehow doubt it. I somehow doubt it. To see something. One point of suppression. Nothing there. Okay. These guys are okay. They probably haven't even been seen. No suppression there. Also haven't seen any armor around. Now, surprisingly, that did not get shot at. Oh, well, no, I think I can expect it after this turn, maybe. Okay, let's zoom out. Look at the ugly details. Now, there was a red dot over here. Which is... No. Something up here. There. HMG section. Question is, who the hell can see that? Certainly none of these guys. The line sight's pretty restricted. Nope, not them. And they're still too far back in the orchard to be able to see anything out of it. So it can't be anybody there. Nope, you can't see out of the orchard either. Curious what his range is on that 11. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, I'm. Okay, so I need to get these heavy machine guns into a better position. Let's look around with them, see if anything else could be spotted. Because there was somebody shooting from over here, I think. But we didn't see it. Damn it. I made it look at the replay again, unfortunately. Let's see if the log shows anything. No, it's taken... Yeah, also the problem is they probably, because they're in the trees, like, there were no good shots possible. But sure he was fired at. You will have to look at the log again. anyway, so from that position, target is 11 hexes. So yeah, the mortars are not gonna have good range here. Okay, I think I've made a huge mistake. Which probably will need to be corrected, but it's gonna take time. A lot of time. Yeah, I've made a huge mistake. Kind of more expected the battle to be closer because... But it seems he's moving up in these trees. It's probably... Well, it must be units moving around in here. I mean, he's taking the victory X's, so... It's annoying I don't see them. Yeah, I need to look at the log again to see if I can spot something. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe nobody fired at that one there. No enemies seen is a fucking lot of enemies. I hate when the number gets up that big. It's like, well, that's not really helpful information. Maybe time for mortars. If he's got a lot of these guys around in the open, but they're moving pretty fast. Okay, so the scouts will probably not do anything. At least we pushed that one away. So yeah, looks like we're going to be shooting first and not moving right away. I think is probably valid. He's retreating. Why could he not see that? Why could he not see that? Shit. Okay, so that was not helpful. Okay, well, just in the wrong hex, because otherwise I would have had 3 units opportunity firing at that one that came through, which would have sent them, which would have routed them right away, I think. But no, it's not what we got. Enemies, okay. He's pinned. Why is he pinned? Nobody fired at him as far as I can tell. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be digging around a lot to try and understand what the hell went on here. I definitely have to look at it. So HMG fired. Okay, so there, but cavalry firing at cavalry. Why is that guy pinned? Shoots and firing at cavalry. Well, this has got to be in on the south side. Oh no, the Kubelwagen MG did fire at cavalry. Okay. Maybe he just left them pinned, I don't know. But yeah, but if they pinned, they couldn't move, so... What the fuck? Sometimes the game is incredibly confusing. And it's at those times you have to remind yourself, it's an old game, it's got a lot of stupid bugs in it. Yeah, because that's kind of weird. Now, why would it be pinned that my unit did not fire it, doesn't have it as a target? And the scouts have no weapons set, so they could not fire at it. Okay, well, moving on. Let's not obsess over that one thing. But it is weird, and that's the thing. The weird things in the game is probably what puts me off more than anything else. Like you see all these weird things going on, and it doesn't actually. That doesn't help. It doesn't add to the game, right? I'm getting more and more serious about starting an open source project, an open source wargaming project. But it's, I got so many other issues to deal with these days. It's just hard to get motivated to work on that. I mean, actually, it's been something I've wanted to do for a long time, but it's just always been some other issue that needs more attention. So it just keeps getting worse and worse. But it is something I really like to do because it's a type of game that is just not available as an open source game. Nobody's ever done it. It's easy to understand why. I mean, the market for it is tiny, very tiny. So finding a bunch of programmers who are willing to contribute, finding modelers and artists may be easier because I mean there's just more things for them to work on. You know, for those people who actually volunteer that kind of skill towards open source projects. It's just something that probably hasn't been needed, and maybe, you know, that might attract attention that way. But programmers, I'm not so sure. I don't know if it'd be that easy to find programmers who would be interested enough to do something. Now these guys are gonna have to move, but that's the issue, is where. Are we pulling back here, or are we? I think we're pulling back, but that puts us even in a more difficult situation. If he's pulling back, then that's okay. But I mean, this there's gonna get shelled again. So few units. I wish I could figure out a way to avoid that. I was looking at German cavalry, and they're quite cheap, but they are quite inexpensive. I shouldn't say cheap, inexpensive. They're cheaper than a regular rifle platoon. You might be able to get 2 of them and then support them somehow with some other units. But I mean, they're mobile forces. They're not intended for the type of work I normally throw a rifle company at. Where do we begin here? Well, I think the bottom end's probably the bottom end's probably the hardest, I think. There's no enemies in sight here, so let's go try and find some. We need to start moving these guys this way. Problem with that is, I don't know what's up here. I know there's some. Is he moving? Is this unit moving? I actually should try to figure out who can see that. He's not moving, actually. He's just defending there. So actually, yeah, let's just look at the replay again so we can figure out some stuff. So you get fired up from there. What I'm interested in is this one here. I like the way they flip between the 2 things like that. I guess I'm a bit grumpy today. We'll be doing ending up the gameplay from over there. Okay. Question is, what was that? Unfortunately, I missed what that was, so we'll have to look at it again. Always will usually hit the dock. Pause it, but it doesn't work for me. Supposedly, we should be able to hit period. Stop video playback. Hold the key down. It doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Now it seemed to come from over here. It was one shot, I think. Didn't actually connect. But let's try and figure it out. Because they apparently can't see it, even though they were right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just a little bit too far, perhaps. These are not elite scouts. They're not very experienced. So, oh shit, yeah. 64 experience. 57. Fucking hell. These guys are like just straight on basic training. Yeah, that's why they didn't see it. Okay, so let's see if we can. So that well, if nobody saw it, then it's not likely even to be in the log. It didn't cause any casualties. I know it's not one of these. At least I don't think it did. Yeah, no casualties. Actually, almost no suppression either. So, so it actually didn't come very close. And that range is, we can, maybe that can help. Six. Let's see anything at 6. Yeah, it's not even a log because nobody saw it. Nobody could tell. Nobody could. No unit got line of sight on the attacker, so it doesn't even show up in the log. Fuck. Okay, so there's something in there which we didn't see. Something in there might have moved already, which is possibly why we don't see it now, even with all my efforts to look around. Okay, so that's something we're going to deal with before we can move forward. Scouts are going to have to do what scouts got to do. He's closest, so this one probably should move forward. Really not looking to do that, but okay, well. Alright. I want to figure out who can see this. I can actually see 2 enemies. Let's zoom out. Because if it matters, then no. No, he's not the one who can see it. That is quite worrying, to be honest. He doesn't see anybody. Let's just look around. I didn't look around with these guys. And that was a mistake I made last couple of turns ago. They have a pretty high vantage point here. Possibly this one? Yes, I think it's this one. Yep, it's him. That's the other thing that's an oddity about the game is line of sight is really hard to predict. You wouldn't think you'd be able to see all of that. I mean, you've got all these trees in the way, right? But because he's in a hex with a building that's a height 10, we can see him. Don't know why, that's just how it is. And one of the reasons I feel the need to make an open source game like this is because of those kinds of stupid things. We can try and design it better. But like I said, finding programmers who would be willing to contribute to a game like that would be maybe a tall order. I mean, because there's just not enough interest in this type of gaming, right? Might be able to appeal to some non-computer gamers, because that might be a possibility. Because one of the reasons that board war gamers generally do not like computer war games is because they don't understand how it works. Right? They can't fathom how the rules work, because they can't go into the manual and like try to interpret the English language that is there, right, or whatever language it is. Usually it's assuming in English, but they can't go and interpret the rules and make a house rule that makes more sense if the one in the book doesn't make any sense. And that's why. But if they have some control, then maybe that would help. I don't know. But again, finding programmers who meet that is a different thing. And there's no way I'm going to be able to do it by myself. It's not possible. I learned that lesson. I'm not that good a programmer. I'm an experienced programmer, but I'm not really that good a programmer. I'm probably better off in a more project management role these days. But I do want to code. I mean, I still enjoy coding. Okay, so I think we've done enough tactical analysis. We need to start moving around. I think... Well, yeah, so here's the thing. I know there's somebody up here. I'm gonna lose sight of him, unfortunately. So, if the scouts move up this way, he will probably get line of sight. Actually, he's probably gonna start moving up, but he's pretty slow, so it's not gonna get you very, very quickly. So I think we can start moving up this way, but what's in here? That's the thing, right? Thing is, something might have popped out. Like, I had to look around and then pulled back and just waiting for me to expose my forces here, and then they'll pounce. Because they've probably been here. They should be in this position. I mean, judging where he has rifle units here and there, they should be in about that position. So they might just be hanging back, waiting for me to risk some units. Now I can't see that. So if there's anybody in there, let's check the experience of these guys. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. 78, 74, 60. Fuck. Basic training. Actually, I think he failed basic training. Shit. Because that's pretty much the low end of what you get. 60 is the absolute low end of what you can get without any other tweaks. So, yeah. And this is the thing. This is the fun part of random battles. Is that basically you most of the time you're using units that are fresh out of basic training. You never really get more experienced guys. Now the Germans, I mean, each nation they will have varying amounts of increases in experience depending on how involved they were in the war. I mean, the Germans fought pretty much on every front. They never fought in the Pacific, obviously, but they fought pretty much everywhere. North Africa, Eastern Front, Western Front, Northern Europe. So that translates into a lot of experience, and that is put into the game because then that's at least that is put into the Hans mod and the casting. So we're in 1940 now. In 1944, the 1,000 points will not get you the same force I've got here. In fact, it will get you very little, very little. Okay, enough talk. Moving on. Question is where to go. Okay, we gotta start moving this way. So I think he's going to move. Actually, I should check something. He does not have a line of sight to there. Actually, he does, but he doesn't help. Forward. Do I get more? Yeah, I get more line of sight. Do I? We can't see anything, so if he moves forward, there's nobody gonna build a spot for him. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do it anyway. one extra hex and nobody shot at us. Doesn't mean anything. Just means the range has been set very low, which actually would be unusual for my opponent. I don't think he ever uses zero range in any units the way I do. And the reason I do that is because I only use it on scouts and command units because I don't anticipate them. I need them for rallying, and if command and control is on, I need them to issue orders, and that's it. So I'm really practicing not having that unit available in combat because it's not useful. Eventually I hope I gain enough experience in play by ML to play with command and control on him, and that was my original goal. Because I wasn't satisfied with playing against a computer which does not use command and control at all. So, but playing against the human players is very hard. I'm really struggling to come to grips with it. So we're gonna go this way. Don't think we're gonna get much. Let's see. Well, actually, there's an orchard year. There's orchard hexes here. I don't know why they would be in between the what's name. So we can't actually see anything along there, which is good. So we can actually move along this side. That's why I'm saying this heavy machine gun is in a good position if you come out of the attack across here. That's not what I'm gonna do. So it actually isn't in a good position. Gonna do that. Oops. Careful with the misclicks. Okay, so you now see that way, you can see that way. So we'll move this infantry, put him there. We shall put him there. We shall move him up there. See if anything comes out. I still won't be able to move very fast here because it seems like this is okay. We're close enough that we would probably spot a unit. But still, there's no guarantee. If they've been sitting there for more than a turn, then I probably won't. Spotting is very, very realistic in the game, and with the implication that it actually is quite difficult. Now, the question is, if I move forward here, that exposes him to this hex here. Nobody can see down there. Actually, no, there's okay, if he is we can't see past the orchard here, so that should be fine because there's another. No, that's just mixed there. Yeah, so if he moves there, he's gonna be able to probably be spotted from that position. Okay, now I'm actually gonna take a chance and move these guys again. Oh, actually, why can't we see that? Oh. Okay, because it's actually an orchard hex. It's both an orchard hex and trees. Okay, well, so the orchard actually, well, that's weird. I can't actually see into that for some reason. I mean, I thought you could see into the edge of the orchard, but not. Doesn't seem that way. So I'm actually going to move him again. Let's see if we can attract any attention, because he's going to move. Now, he moved to one hex already. If he moves in there, he's probably going to get shot at. He needs to move further up in... Do I move up again? Yeah, we'll move it up again. Okay. No worries, it looks like... So whatever's here, this is mixed. That shouldn't be blocking line of sight across there. Yeah, okay, no, it's not. It's just this tree here. Okay, so that is okay. We'll leave him there for the moment. We can move up this way. We'll move up here. Okay, these two LMGs are gonna have to stay here for the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, put him here. It's at range 13, and the range of the mortars is 13. Fucking hell. Okay, well, yeah, I've really fucked up, because it's... if I get them closer, yes, it would work, but that puts them out in the open. So I might as well send this platoon back around. There's really no point in leaving them here. And the heavy MGs will keep moving that way, and when they get to that position, they can actually take over, and cover that side. It's gonna take them a long, long time. They have very low movement rate. Okay, well, let's get started. Question is, where are the mortars gonna go? I mean, really, they need to be probably back here. Yeah, I should just move them up behind here. That would have been... I'm so dumb. Well, the thing is, they can't really hit those critical hexes back here. They can hit that just at long range. I mean, it's not going to be very accurate. And they don't really have a lot of ammo, so don't really want to waste it in shots that are not going to be... Well, that one does, but I don't think all of them... Actually, no, these guys are in good shape. Oh, it must be... It's the medium mortars. Yeah, it's the 81 millimeters. Yeah, I mean, at maximum range, their shots will be very inaccurate. So... And even these are not in a good spot. I mean, 13 hexes for the LMG is not good. Okay, so these guys are moving up this way. My best bet is probably... maximum speed. That is the best I can do for this turn. It's going to take him 3 turns to get over here. I may just move them across here. That'll expose them quite quickly, but I might not have much choice. Might try from over here first. That's a possibility. Yeah. Well, the closer the better, right? The orchard offers pretty good cover, so that's probably what I want to do. The mortars are going to move this way. I don't think they can get very far. So I'm going to try the heavy MGs up here first and just see how that works out. Alright, next trouble spot. That was fairly easy except for the annoying mistakes I've made before. I want to try shooting at that first, so I'm going to try and put some suppression on it. I got a pitiful 2% chance of hitting him. Just not accurate enough at this range. Now, where could he have been seen from there? So, I've already fired twice, for a penny and for a pound. Fucking hell! MG34 fucking malfunctioned. Oh, that's like 2 in 1 game. I've actually... Wow. Wow. The critical need detector is completely active in this one. That's the second one that's actually failed. I mean, that is... random number generator is really working overtime. Fuck. And they never get repaired either. And this one I think is probably can be spotted from more positions. Anyway, we've pinned him a little bit. I don't know if this will help. him a little bit. Gonna move the scouts closer. Well, he's pinned, so it didn't cause any casualties, but that's not... He's not pinned enough, obviously. Let's try rallying him. Alright, he's, look around. Okay, but that should have improved the chances of a shot. Yeah, by quite a lot. Ooh, that one came from really far away. No, he didn't take a casualty, but... Okay, so that actually can see us from there. Yeah, okay, I take it back. That's a really good position. But it can't possibly be able to see. Notice how my experienced opponent has positioned a heavy machine gun in a perfect position. However, it is firing from quite a distance. That is probably 20 hexes. We'll do a off-the-cuff calculation, 42, 53. It looks shorter than that. It looks shorter than that. That is 4 hexes, so that's 4. Yeah, that's gotta be 20 hexes, I think. 4 to there, probably. Okay, now we can see that one as well. So it actually might have been that unit that fired on him. Yeah, okay. But it can't opportunity fire forever, so... I gotta rally him some more. No, he doesn't need to be rallied. I'm gonna rally him some more if I'm gonna fire with him. Let's see, target 10%. Yeah, he needs to be rallied again. Okay, so there's 2 opportunity fires. We managed to push him back. We're gonna have to move up here. This is where it's tricky. Now I'm going to be moving up in the open. That's probably just what he's waiting for. Now, I only took 1 shot with each of them, so they still have some movement left. Move him. And it disappeared. Okay, line of sight has been lost. So that actually may be where that shot came from. Just why nobody could see it. I thought it was coming from here, but it looks like it could just have been that line. I fighted that one. Now I'm gambling here that... Now, if he moves along here, he probably stays in line of sight. Although moving closer to the trees would improve that, and would like to keep him on the slope because he gets more cover. Also doesn't mean that nobody can move across here very easily. Although he's now fired several times, so he won't get a special op fire at this range, because most of that is short range. This could be bad. Yep, it's bad. He can still see me. He can still see me. All I can hope for is that the range is long enough that he's not going to get a good shot there. And you can see them there. Let's check what these guys have. They have... Is the Browning a light machine gun or submachine gun? Probably a light machine gun, so that's not good for him. Because this means he's probably going to get shot at when he moves across here. Nope. Okay, so let's move him forward to there. No, let's move him that way. Because you can see him too. Yeah, you can see him too. There's no place for them to actually avoid it. It's probably best for them to move up along the slope. If I move him closer, at least I don't have a scout in there, so. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get across this turn, I think. Question is, if I move forward, am I still in line of sight of him? I'm not sure. Because the trees may block the line of sight already. Very, very risky. Anyway, I'm gonna put him. Let's look around because there may be something. very dangerous. But I want to get to the trees because this area is not exactly healthy. We're gonna try it, and it worked. All right. Like I said, line of sight is very difficult to extrapolate. I'll use that term. It's easy to understand. You know, line of sight is very easy to understand. I mean, if I can see that hex, if there's an enemy unit in there, it can see me. It's that simple. But knowing where line of sight extends, that is what is more of a challenge, because it can extend at high visibility. Line of sight can extend like across the map, and you could be seen from a hex that you just don't even think you could be seen from. Now, the chance of you actually being spotted, notice I'm using different terms there because that's actually what's happening, is that you're the difference is that when the difference between line of sight, visibility, and spotting is very important. And they don't work that well together, as I guess really is the short answer to it. I'm pretty sure there's an enemy unit up here. He stays up there. It took another shot because he moved 2 hexes. So now we might be able to move him. He's already moving 3. What I might do is put smoke. I think I got some smoke left. Put some smoke in here, behind these, because I'm not planning to advance that far. And if I put smoke in there, that should block line of sight to that unit. Now, unfortunately, that means he gets another shot at that guy. And probably will cause casualties because of how fast he's been moving. Fuck. It's so frustrating not being outmatched like this. It's really difficult. I mean, that is just absolutely perfect placement for that heavy MG. Just fucking perfect. I move again, he's definitely gonna fire. Well, it's hard to say. I mean, he's had 4 shots, right? I think he's had, like, he's taken shots at each. No, he's had 4 shots, so he shouldn't get any more. If I give him another target, that actually might help, because now the problem is I can't move him fast enough to get past there. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I don't know. I think this guy's probably gonna get like several shots taken at him, and that's gonna be well, yeah, okay. Well, I could do that. That is probably a better solution. There's 2 smoke ammo. He has some smoke ammo, I think. Yeah, And they're not carrying very much. This battle group really got very little. They definitely down on everything. Okay, so let's enable that. I need a rifle so I can actually deploy smoke. You actually need a weapon enabled in order to deploy smoke. No, I don't know why, but you just do. So I think if I deploy it. Okay, looking that way, I still see him. Looking that way, I still see him. Probably not be able to get in there. Okay, so we'll put one there. Okay, that came from somewhere else. That came from over here. That came from over here. That seemed very close by. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, we can see him. Did an opportunity fire even though I was moving ridiculously fast. Yeah, well, deploying smoke in front of yourself is not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend it, but I don't really have a choice here. Actually want these scouts to move forward. We have plenty of spotting ability here. Now, for him... I don't know, there may be another heavy machine gun close by. I got a feeling. Because that attack came from a different angle. Possibly there. It just looked like it came from this direction instead. I can't see a replay of that. Could be over there. So let's see. cover both of those hexes. Safer to do with him. And off. Okay, now he's in line of sight of that. Can't win. I may compensate with that with the Rangers, cause whoops, what the hell? He's gonna be moving very fast, and that's not gonna be good. Wait a minute. Here's one more smoke. I'll use that. Okay, well, we'll survive that for the time being. That was very complicated. He's retreating. I think we're gonna actually try and hit him. Again, I think he got fired from 16 hexes away. That's what his range is set to now. Actually, that'll tell me. Yeah, his range is set to 6, so whatever fired at him is really close by here. It's really close by. Yeah, I was right. There. There. There, I think. Okay, they can't see that X, so he can. But he's moving very fast, so that's not good for him. It's weird though, because I don't know why it wouldn't have opportunity fired at that one, considering. Because if it has a range set at 6, why did it not opportunity fire at that one? That is very peculiar. I don't get it. Alright, but never mind. Yeah, so he was fired at from 16 hexes away. I don't know where that could be. That's pretty far. There. So he's probably got him as a target. He was fired at 4, and he was fired at from 4, so something actually did attack him, but who the hell? Enemy scene 1. Not that one, because he's pretty far away. There's 9 hexes. Something else up here? He's in good shape, so let's attack with this one first. So I'm actually going to move him adjacent and actually get a good kill shot there. Let's try and get more suppression on him. Or you could just run away. That's even better. That kind of eases the problem here a little bit. Not much though. Certainly not enough to make me go, yay, we're doing well. No, we're not. Not yet. Well, okay, I need to keep moving forward. I think the scouts are done. I think the scouts are done. We cannot see anybody that way. Does not mean there is nobody. It could be a heavy machine gun there. Anybody there? Can we see that? Yes, we can. So it was not even needed. I'm actually going to move him up to there. Doesn't mean he can be attacked from there, but they'd have to move up into there. They won't be able to attack from there. They won't move up on top there because it's an advantage of high ground, but then they're in the open. So I'm going to assume that's going to be the case. So we're going to move up here. Okay, we cannot see anything there, so moving forward to there. The scout there for the moment so that he can spot if something shoots at him, hopefully. Nothing did. Okay, the scout there is behind the infantry at the moment, so the scout is still moving up. This one has to move back. Let's put him there. Well. Probably got him spotted though, so... okay, that's pretty much all I can do. I think, some good shots here, but there's a lot of guys who, like, this is well within range for them. Okay, I think he's gonna move back. Now, he's probably set a range on him though, that's the problem. LMGs do not need to be that close. That's 6 X's, that is 6 X's, that is 7, that is 7. There's still too many that can fire at him. He's moving very fast. Let's hope we get a... And that's all we're gonna do. We're actually gonna move back here again. Alright, problem is, I get closer really fast, so I don't know how to... Cavalry, I have no clue how to deal with them at all. If I had more forces, it might become obvious, but at this point it isn't. Those guys that way, and these scouts are going to continue to fall back. I think the main problem with the cavalry is they're so damn fast, right? Like if I pull back slowly, they'll be all over me like by next turn, and there's enough of them. I think he's got an entire company. Well, it's possible to have 2 companies of Netherlands troops. It's they're quite inexpensive, so 2 companies of anything you want. 2 companies of a company of rifle infantry and a company of cavalry is perfectly feasible. Okay, we're really close to these guys. I think that if I move, even if I move, they will probably spot me. I think I might try. He's moving very fast, so hopefully. I'm gonna target this one. Ow. You just can't get away with anything. That's no breaks, no breaks whatsoever, because my opponent is just so vastly more experienced than I am. Like, I thought I'd try that, because maybe he didn't have his range set. No, he's got his range set, probably set to maximum. They let these units have a maximum range of 7. The rifles are quite short range. But he's probably got it set to 7. That's what it is. Now, there's no place for him to go, and he's now got him as a target. So... fuck. Oh well, what can you do? Try and get better? I've already resigned myself that it's going to be a really tough climb to do that. Now, but we keep trying. It's just very frustrating. The thing is, as I get better, he just plays better, because if he holds back, because he's out of the fact that I'm inexperienced, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, and if I get better, I mean, I really don't know how good he is, right? And that's the thing. I don't know. Like, how good do I have to be? I don't know. We may never find out, because I may kind of get discouraged after a while. It does happen. I mean, I am human. Yes. Really hard to believe, but yes, I am. Well, these guys have to pull back, I think. There's really no choice. I think I'm gonna pull back that way. It's really tough to say, because who's ready here? They are ready. There's definitely guys here who can shoot. Retreating, ready. Okay, let's get some suppression on them, I think. They're already retreating, but we actually can't see anybody, right? Yeah. Okay. Ah! The cool wagons just aren't delivering today. Yeah, that's the thing. The experience of this battle group is just ridiculously low. Really got bad luck on the random numbers for the experience. I don't know. Okay, there. Back this way. Okay, he's in line of sight of 2 of them. That's not good. Okay, that's out of range, but he can be across here, no problem. Okay, so I've advertised I'm pulling back. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I can do. There's no place to push forward here now, because it's all in the open and these guys have no chance. So I'll try and pull back and regroup somewhere, hopefully. Probably at the gully. Now I can't move in there. Trying to see where the shell holes are. He's still pinned, so he can't move anyway. I shouldn't have moved that one first. Okay, the sergeant reduced suppression again, and he can move. I know that one's gonna get hit again. A lot of these enemies you can see are quite far away. He's also still pinned. And he still fired at me, for fuck's sakes. How is it I'm not getting any fucking shots on him? Urgh. Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna do there. For better or for worse, the scouts will pull back a lot more slower, but I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, if you've seen my my solo game, you'll realize how many more units you get. How much bigger the force is for the Netherlands at 1,000 points. So I'm battling an experienced player with a force that's almost probably about a third bigger than mine. So I don't know. And that's probably why I'm doing better with Netherlands in that solo game, because time to wrap this up. Now I don't know if it was a tank that fired at me. If I bring that out a bit this way. And what can we see? Not much. Now, what's the risk of leaving them there? Like, you could move a tank up in here. That range was less than the 20 that was set. It's 13 hexes, so that's about 15. I think that's worth the risk. I I might just move them a little. I might put them slightly back here though, because they're not going to fire again. Actually, they might. No, why not? It's going up. I think that's the best I can do. And it's exposing them to be able to shot from back here, but that's pretty far back, so don't see that as being a huge risk. I guess I need to take it. Now, I'm gonna need to keep moving them around because obviously he's gonna deploy artillery on them. Assuming he has some stuff he can use. On this side. I think I'm gonna move this back that way. We can actually fire into that area, which is not bad. Alright. Artillery. These engineers are probably near laying mines. I have no interest in taking this anymore. It's going to be pretty much impossible. I just don't have the forces to do it. I can't attack everywhere. My opponent said, are we attacking on the same parts of the map? That would be impossible, considering his force is probably massively larger than mine. I cannot afford to attack everywhere. I kind of moved up here just to probe, but that was it. I now, there's nothing. I gotta pull them back and let them hold the line. Try to hold the line here at the gully, I think, because that'll give them the best the best protection. But getting back there will be a time-consuming process, and they're probably not going to let up. My opponent never lets up. He will keep attacking until there's nothing left. That's how he does it. That's how he keeps winning, really. Alright, so these guys are... If I can get them moving up this side, that may tip the balance a little bit. But, I mean, basically these are in a defensive position right now. I might be able to move... Problem is if I move on to the top here, that gives me the height advantage, but they also are in the open, right? And at short range, that would be very bad. Yeah, so this one is out. He might as well not stay there. His LMG is shot. I mean, all he's got is Hand grenades and rifles, he's basically a 3-man unit. I can try using him as a scout, sort of, but that's it. He can't do much more. So I'm actually going to pull him back now, since there's absolutely no point in leaving him there. Him back there. We'll leave him there for the moment until the HMGs get into a better position. Since the support platoon is coming back here, I'm thinking this guy's probably going to move across. Can he get across there? Well, actually, if I do that this turn, and then move, because that trees would have slowed him down 1x, so he would be able to make it a lot further. He's in good position to spot if something moves up through here. They're moving. Okay, so we probably just left with artillery. Is there anything I can hit? Is there anything worthwhile hitting? I might hit those, but it'll still arrive at after the end of the enemy's next turn, so not really that effective. But since that's where we're heading towards, and I suspect there's like there's machine gun positions in here, so, or enemy units in here that I just can't see. Okay, so one there. I just don't have a lot. I really got shortchanged on a lot of stuff in this battle. That was a 33-26. It's really tough. Like the realism settings can be completely brutal, eh? I mean, they just you gotta really have to deal with being short on ammo, short on everything. Breakdowns, no, like weapon breakdowns are never repaired. Vehicle breakdowns sometimes get repaired if they occur early enough in the battle. So let's do that with him. And there, him, and I'll see how that works out. Well, like I say, my opponent is massively more experienced than me, and it's not an easy thing to work around. All I can do is try stuff, and when it doesn't work, try and figure out why it didn't. Most cases, I can't, because his tactics are just way too obtuse for me to understand. Not obtuse, but way better than what I can understand. Like, where did that come from? How did he get that there? That kind of thing. It's just opaque, I think, is probably the word I wanted to use. Hard to see through it. Which is one of the reasons I started the solo game, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to really. I just know there aren't any players at my experience level, and just trying to learn better tactics against an experienced opponent will be a difficult thing. A long difficult thing. So I needed some. Oh, power is flickering. Shit. Okay, so I think we're done. Just gonna check ranges and then we're out of here. Some ranges will need to be reset. I'll leave those at 3. No reason to change him. 12. Okay, he needs to be reset to 0. Did I disable his weapons again? Yes. Oops, why am I looking at that? He needs to be reset to 3, but maybe not. Yeah, if one guy shows up there, he's got a problem because he's on his own. I protected this guy from that side, but of course now we can't shoot anything from there. Anyway, if something shows up in here, we have a good chance, but I don't know. Yeah, let's set that to in plain sight. I think we'll set it to 4. If something moves, we actually will shoot at it. But it is more than one enemy in there. They will get shots at him, and he will probably be forced back because it's no way one section can take on more than one. Even 1-on-1 is difficult because the suppression goes up very fast, and so the first one attacks you, and then your suppression goes up, and then your opportunity fire is not as good. So so now the next so you don't return fire very well, but that gives you a position away because you return fire. So the next one fires at you and gets a better shot. And you take a second opportunity shot at a different opponent, and it makes that shot even worse, and your suppression just went up. So it's like, oh, it just becomes a vicious cycle, right? You can't recover from it. So being attacked by more than one unit is pretty much bad. Okay, so I think now his line of sight through there. If he moves, that might not be a bad thing. Can't see anything that way. No, let's leave it at 3. If he shoots at me from that distance, it's probably... We'll return fire, for sure. You can't avoid it. If he moves in there, and that's what I'm trying to compensate for. Let's see. That's too far. We'll leave his at 3. There's no point. Actually, we'll make it 4 because he can hit that one. Shit! Okay, bad. Power is now very glitchy. Well, let's get this over with. That 3, 0. I'll reset to 3. Okay, reset to 3, I think. Yeah. yeah, if they move up there, if they move into there, we have a good chance. But they seem to be moving up along this side, so that 3. I'm gonna reset that to 3. It's now just a rifle section. I'll leave that at. Actually, we don't really have good line of sight down here anymore because I put so much smoke down. I thought that was 13, so that would be 11. Okay, let's go with 11. That's the best I can do. You can't really cover anything else other than that. All right. Next. These can all be left as is. Well, if this video ends early, it's because of power outage. Really. Just 6. I am actually going to move him forward. Yeah, get more line of sight that way. And we're going to reset his range to 0. Make sure his weapons are off. Reset his range to 0. His weapons are off because I used the smoke. By the time they get into position, they may not be needed anymore. Well, we'll see. Making a lot of bad choices in this battle, I think. It's one of those. It's one of those battles. Just not able to get it together. Which usually results in a not very fun battle for me. Unfortunately. It's not opportunity fire at all. I should reduce that to 4. Let's. Well, you returned fire, so no matter what I do, he's got him as a target, right? Okay, so back up then. Okay. And these guys. Okay, let's see. Range 0. Range 20. Do I really need to set it that long? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it that long. I think there's a possibility of there. That's to there. Whoops. Okay, so we'll reduce to we'll leave it at 20. Yeah, what the hell? We'll leave that one at 21 because he's 1 hex further back. Well, actually, he's not. But we'll leave it. 10 hexes. He doesn't have any targets. He's used up all his shots. I guess so. It's 8. Yeah, we'll leave it at 10, I think. Let's bump it up. 12. Just to cover a bit more. I may be able to cover that side as well now. Just so thin there. Okay, and that's it.